just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. The give to the single back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Going right and going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get 1, it's a nice day. But when you get 2, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Reed. Back open in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Concepcion. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Concepcion. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. And the Aggies have their offense in high gear. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
He just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Fires to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Lost one deep down the right side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's
going to try to get it all here. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Racing to the right. He's at the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Snap it to the back. Running to Green. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Got his man quickly. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. Shakes off the defender. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Might be changing the route. Quarterback keeper. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll run it from the gun. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
I really like what I see from this offense with the lead in the fourth quarter, and they're moving the sticks. This is now the 6th play of the drive, and they've been able to stay on, bleed clock. They want to just continue doing exactly what they're doing right now.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off play action. On the move to his left. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up if you want to go for it up four.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Just going to keep it after the snap. Plows through the defense. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over.
showdown. A rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And his throw is incomplete. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Pocket breaking down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Longhorns are on the move. Hands it off. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Using his legs, it's Moss. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. There's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on first down. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
He slides that just inside the right upright. They're now up 9-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Owens. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss. It's a fumble on the play. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got an open man. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo. On the run, it's Moss. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the ground with the back. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And just when you thought the worst was over, the first drive they fumble it, and on the second drive they fumble it. 2 drives, and they can't hold on to the football.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100% zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Texas A&M offense goes back to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Quickly to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Quick strike complete. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to...
Intercepted deep in his own end. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a nonprofit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101 now. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's in schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental things correctly, and it is killing them in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Catches it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for a man, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find it.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Texas A&M going quickly.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The sure hands, it's Concepcion. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the ground to try to move the chains. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Moss. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Moss. Breaks the tackle and runs through another one. Touchdown, Aggies. He would not be denied.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Now they'll run the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rock.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in interception? God blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll do it here in the 2nd quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Back. Delivers the stiff arm. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll... Stopped at the 17. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Concepcion. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Aggie. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his spot. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense back on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pickoff! What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Aggie. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Snagged out of the air. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Just keep swinging it. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground so you can create a little bit of plucking that football, pulling it in.
The 12th man, Warden standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Got a man. It's Wingo. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden,
big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
and that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Caught near the sticks. It's Winston. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. First down and more. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice the safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Try to barge their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical. And
turning to the running game here on third and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right snap and force a negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Wingo.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Getting set for the point after. Oh, and he hit the upright. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He'll set up to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Let's go, break. Black 14.
Back to pass, it's Reed. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
To the air on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is an offense that obviously practices 2-minute situations, but they're not executing it right now, and I don't like the play call. You got to be throwing to the sticks, or you got to be throwing to the sideline so guys can get out of bounds.
That's reeled in. It's Moore. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go to the draw. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Fires left. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
They'll run it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Out of the gun, the inside give. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He's taking a deep shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Looking deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Pocket breaking down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. That's going to do it from here for David. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gallagher. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. The give to the tailback. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Barnes. Smashes ahead. Still running at the 40. He's loose on the right. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. The give from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Hubbard. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. 1st quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Forced out of the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
Number 21, set to kick it away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick pass on the jet motion. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Hubbard. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. And they pick up just a few on that completion. of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPO. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to take the top off. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Trying play action. Unloads it left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They're going to ride this running back. Can't get him to the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Here's a heat. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that.
Turning it on. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
To the air, it's Sellers. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. 3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent. You've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Powers through the defender. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Here's some pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Mountaineer. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To throw, it's Sellers. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wants to throw again. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Handoff from the gun. Fighting off the defender. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really tough to stop those kind of plays.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Slings it downfield. Got a man. It's Bennett. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Grab near the marker, it's Hunt. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mountaineer.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he made the extra point without problem.
South Carolina, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. We saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself,
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, West Virginia.
you've
got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. They're working that left side. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here's the third interception of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to...
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. To the air on first down. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Bennett. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big third down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
He'll pull it down and run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Using the quick game. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Wants to throw on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here.
Back's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And they tacked on the extra point. So that drive covered just 44 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Fights off the defender. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
How about that? The 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the catch, it's Jacobs. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
West Virginia, 49. South Carolina, 28.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He might want another play. Looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hunt. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle.
Turning it on. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Fires to the big fella. Hits him with a stiff arm. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. And they can't make the connection.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Hubbard. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. On the ground, it's Hubbard. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
42 Spider.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Gonna run it. It's Hubbard. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the beatdown has ensued.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air, it's Sellers. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Touchdown, South Carolina! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
How about the Hail Mary? Listen, you're supposed to throw that thing way up in the air. He puts it up in the air high, the defender. You're not supposed to try to catch it. You're supposed to knock it down. It gets deflected. And how about the concentration?